Now, in the ongoing controversy surrounding SEBI Chief Madhabi Puri Buch, we look at Hindenburg's latest demands from the SEBI Chief. The research firm has asked Buch to disclose her client list. We also look at the web of funds and investments which Hindenburg alleges show the link between the SEBI Chief and Vinod Adani, elder brother of industrialist Gautami Adani. Now, a report by the Indian Express shows Mauritius-based IPE Plus Fund 1 is in prime focus in the scandal surrounding SEBI Chief Madhabi Puri Buch and her husband Dhaval. Now, according to the reports, this fund has investments from Vinod Adani and is part of 2 of the 13 offshore funds which form a part of the web under SEBI scrutiny. Reports accessed by the Indian Express and documents from Hindenburg show a clear link between the Buch couple's investments and the fund under scanner. Buch's investments sub-fund Global Dynamic Opportunities Fund was managed by Trident Trust Company based in Mauritius. The Trident Trust Company was also the declared beneficial owner of the Emerging India Focus Fund and EM Resurgent Fund. These 2 are part of the 13 foreign entities under SEBI scrutiny. Global Dynamic Opportunities Fund is a hedge fund operated by IFL Capital, which also manages IPE Plus Fund. Buch and her husband invested in IPE Plus Fund from 2015 to 2018, and this coincides with the time period under scrutiny which starts in 2016-17 for the 2 funds in focus. In October 2020, when Buch was a whole-time member, SEBI initiated the probe. Hindenburg claims that mere days before Madhabi Puri Buch became a SEBI member, Dhaval Buch took over as the sole operator of the fund in March 2017. In February 2018, the SEBI chief instructed the fund management to redeem the entire investment. In response to these bombshell allegations, the SEBI chief and her husband issued a joint statement claiming that in 2018, Anil Ahuja left his position as CIO, following which they redeemed the investment in that fund. The couple stated that Ahuja was the CIO of IIFL and Dhaval's childhood friend. The duo went further on to claim that all disclosures and recusals were diligently followed, including disclosures of all securities held or subsequently transferred. They added, as confirmed by Anil Ahuja, at no point in time did the fund invest in any bond, equity or derivative of any Adani Group company. Countering that statement, Hindenburg stated that Madhabi Buch's response, including several admissions, raises numerous new critical questions. The watchdog has demanded the SEBI chairperson disclose her client list. Hindenburg has also challenged the SEBI chief to commit to a full, transparent and public investigation into these issues, while also questioning the integrity of SEBI's probe into fraud allegations against the Adani Group. Given Buch's involvement in such funds, we're now joined by a guest to talk about this. And that guest is Mike Buckley, senior journalist, political commentator and director, Independent Commission on UK-EU Relations, joining us live from Sheffield in England. Well, thank you very much for your time this morning, Mr. Buckley. How do you read the market's reaction to this scandal?
So the market reaction, I think, has been quite muted, and I would have perhaps expected a bigger market reaction. But we've seen over the last 18 months since these allegations surfaced, the market has chosen to kind of play the long game on this. And when they have reacted, as in when there's been a hit to the Adani Group's poll rating, the value of the Adani Group has quite often recovered quite quickly. So I think actually the markets haven't reacted as strongly as I would perhaps have expected.
And what about the impact then on foreign investment? I mean, what impact, with SEBI being under scrutiny, will have on foreign investors?
I think foreign investors are going to be very worried about the economy and the stock market in India as a result of this, because of course people will be looking on from outside of India and thinking, well, can we not only have confidence in Adani Group, because people will obviously have questions about that, but they will, given SEBI's involvement and Madhabi Buch's involvement, be thinking, well, how can we have confidence in the Indian economy in any decisions made by SEBI at all? So I do think it's very important that SEBI sorts this out, and I'm not surprised that there's been political interest from the Indian opposition parties as well, because this is important, I think, not just for Adani Group and from SEBI, but also for the Indian economy moving forward, because like any economy, it needs inward investment from overseas. So I would hope and would expect that either the Indian government will step in or that the leadership of SEBI will step in and sort this out as soon as possible. And indeed, it's hard to see Madhabi Buch continuing in her position for that much longer, unless she's got a very clear answer to the claims that have been made against her.
Absolutely. Very interesting saga, one we'll keep a close eye on. Mike Buckley, senior journalist, political commentator and director, live from Sheffield. Many thanks for that insight.
Thank you.